Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded. Will be at its best today. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here's the man. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Not much for this offense. Back to pass, it's Burden. Coming after him. Moves away as he feels pressure. Picks up the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fernandez. They'll give it to the back. Brought to the ground. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season or the first part of the season?
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A little release to the back. 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They're bringing heat. And he was long to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Burden. Not able to hook up clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
They get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And a big key is
can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying,
when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Paul.
An outstanding job of doing that this year.
looking to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. Bring it around. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but
playmaker going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it,
I'm going to throw. And he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability.
Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Team. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
Cover. Wants to throw. It's Burden. Using the quick. Leaves it with the back. Ran to that daylight to down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup. Takes the handoff. It's Thompson.
That has got to be...
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a 9-yard.
Oh, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got his man. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick completion on the out. Works his wide receiver, shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they try to run it. Leaving room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's got it on the right.
Touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Nowhere to run on. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep. He holds it in and nobody. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the...
He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Just too much.
He was looking for number 3.
Using his feet. He is
That's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He bullies.
Getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it's capable of it again today.
They'll leave it with him.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Burton. He makes the connection. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. Hit the afterburners, kid. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play. That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys
run or play for the pass, I can't give them everything.
Off he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the field again. He'll keep it himself. We'll give
A missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Looking down the middle. Makes it. The give to the back. They stop him cold sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook. Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one.
That allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And how about the
Design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the dip.
Here's the handoff. And he has a
Job of that early in this game, running the football.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Pile-up ball plays. To the air, it's Burden. The throw to the outside. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And he'll have more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. First down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him at the 32. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. The pass at 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. That was not a great throw. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the RPO, complete. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. Hand off from the gun. What a nifty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
On the football, you say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
They bring him down, and he's back to throw. It's Burden. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
USA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just one down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know all they have on third and long from the 28. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball and from the 31. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Back to throw, it's Burden. Trying to get to him. And that one's in. Pick up the first down here. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground. Right back to the well. Knocked down. He'll take it himself. Tackle is made.
Nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defense.
Plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting. And these little touch.
David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so coming around the inside.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead. 25. Looking for a man. It's Burden. Couldn't hang on to. They'll run it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 24 times, and it's third down now. Didn't have much of a
Hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to.
Receiver right behind the offensive line. Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
leaves it with the running back. H7.
And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative. And
man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passes.
He looks that one in nicely. That
wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play.
And he's got a touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
To the air, it's Proctor. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's not at its 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. He wants to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job. Going up top on 1st down. The quick out.
You're not getting past the sticks. This defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finally brought. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice, solid. He's looking to throw. And the pass is in. They are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And couldn't. Field goal unit is out there for the third time. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just quick pass on the jet motion. And there were no creation. With jet sweep pass. Across the 45. Oh, look out! He's at the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points.
And it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida Atlantic.
We'll be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Using his legs to buy some time. And he scoots his way. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds his man. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. They make this. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just does something happen and do it in a hurry. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And man, is that any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before
they've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. Fires into traffic, picked off.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's run out of bounds. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. Got room at the 35. The zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn.
He's looking to throw. On target. Good throwing catch. Gonna rub it in just a little bit. Touch pass on the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.